Hello and welcome to the Loose Butthole Reviews. I am your host Smokey, and joining with me as always is my co-host Booge.
Hi.
And we have a special guest with us, joining us with this Loosey Goosey review. Murda is joining with us.
It's me,
Oh,
Murda.
and
Murder.
this will be I'm going to technically label this the second Loosey Goosey review that we have of the Loose Butthole review series. But we have the second Loosey Goosey review. The first one was Dead Man Wonderland.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to label from now on that if the whole group's not here, it's not really a whole review now, is it? So it's gotta get a little loosey goosey.
I saw these as little bonus episodes, kinda.
Yeah, kinda like the side stories and the relax fits.
Yeah,
Of
bonus content.
But today we're reviewing. Fucking! I gotta give the three. I'm about to fuck up. The three rules still stand. Fucking first rule, gotta be a 5 out of 5. 1 being we hate it, 5 being we love it. Second rule, if we want our money back, we give it that good old Jeff Goldblum rating. And rule number 3, if we all agree that's doing the review, it will get a God tier, a 6 out of 5. And today we are reviewing a Goofy movie.
Yay!
Oh, it's the nostalgia is strong with this one.
Oh yes. Oh yes, and I think it super holds up. I might even have liked it better as an adult.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it as a kid more because it's too fast as an adult for me.
I super enjoyed it as a kid, but I think now that I'm an adult and I see what a monster Goofy is as a father, this could be almost a horror movie.
Hey,
I didn't think he was when I was a kid. That didn't occur to me that Goofy is an absolute fucking monster as a father.
In his defense, he's like a single parent that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
It's true. And though I know cartoon rules are different. I gotta think of that. But he is constantly putting his son in danger.
Yeah, and does
constantly
not
putting
care.
his son in danger. And Max is always saving them.
That is one thing that is very apparent. But I think that's because Goofy is supposed to be the kinda antagonist of the movie. Because Max is obvious. This is Max's movie. That's
right.
obvious. I mean, we start with Max and we end with Max. So it's even though it's titled a Goofy movie.
Right. I'd say that it's Max's movie. I see Goofy as the antagonist, soft antagonist.
Yeah, because I mean, there is some moral standings of why he's doing what he's doing. It's not like he's just being malicious and it's like trying to torture his son. Right. I mean, he could be, that for all we know. That's hard to say when it comes to
it's
parenting.
Like some Munchausen by proxy.
The antagonist is the parent's unwillingness to understand their child in any
yes.
way. Only not even talking about what happened at school, just taking the principal's word for what happened, him being in a gang.
Yeah, taking the principal's word and listening too much to Pete.
For a pretty innocent what you can see was a senior prank level type of thing.
I hate how they make Pete look out like so Pete and Goofy, they work at the same spot. They're like baby photographers or something. They don't establish that it's Pete's. They don't establish that it's Pete's place or not. But he is super successful.
I assume that he owns this place. He's so rich.
Yeah, it's weird though because they're neighbors. They live in the same neighborhood. They work at the same place.
He's always got to feel superior to someone.
I mean, classically, that Pete is Goofy's enemy or Mickey's enemy.
Mickey's enemy, yeah.
Mickey's
enemy.
He's an enemy. Yeah, he's got that that pirate treasure money. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Pete's.
I mean,
I said Pete's got his hands in a lot of things here. You don't need to know about all of them.
he did mafioso type shit.
Yeah, I see him as like kind of like a low key like mob boss or something. He's got the physique.
That's just for money
sure.
laundering.
That,
and then he's there because he needs the alibi.
They should have just did something. They did something to hint towards it or something, because it, from what it seems like, is that they're in the same exact position, but Pete's just more successful somehow. It's like, they make it look like Pete knows what he's doing, in a way. It's like, he's got all this
There's a
stuff.
common theme,
and
there's a
his Pete's son. I can't fucking remember his name right now.
Isn't it just Junior or Pete Junior?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
PJ.
Fucking PJ.
PJ.
Fucking PJ's a hell of a kid. I mean, he was buffing the fucking floor without even being.
Oh yeah, he's got
asked.
that kid under his thumb, as he says.
Like fucking. Yeah. I mean, he just Pete Junior is just like the epitome of what parents want their kids to be. It's like,
Well,
the fuck is going on?
PJ's got to be this way because he needs to stay in that will. You know?
Oh yeah.
He needs to stay in Pete's will.
He knows.
He knows. Pete's gonna have a heart attack at some point. I mean, we've seen him.
But one thing with the inconsistent jobs is that throughout all the cartoons, it's a pretty common theme of just like Goofy just being in like a completely different job at every different movie or cartoon or whatever.
Cartoon rules.
Cartoon rules, yeah.
Or he's just a
He's
shit
a ghost hunter.
He's a terrible fucking employee that can't
office
hold
worker.
down a job.
Sometimes Pete's their boss. Sometimes Pete's a pirate.
Sometimes he's going around helping fucking Xanort boys.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He is.
So, for those who have not watched this movie, which I'm guessing is, not a lot of people our age have not seen this movie, but basically Max, Pete's son, Goofy's son, Max, puts on a school prank, which is like awesome. It's like a super awesome production
I'm not gonna
value.
call it a prank. I'm not gonna call that a prank.
What do you call it? I mean, he interrupts a
That is
school
a fucking-
assembly
with
a full.
He did trap door
music.
the principal.
He
He
trapped
door the principal.
That was a prank, but the rest of it was just like a very artistic performance.
It's just showmanship. Yes.
Yeah, so.
Which he gets in trouble for interrupting the school assembly. The principal is like, he's gonna be in prison and he's in a gang, and Goofy listens to him instead of listening to his son Max, which he doesn't do until like the very end of the movie, if at all. Yeah, the electric chair. So this is the end of the school year, and there's a big party at somebody's house. What's their name? Stacy? Roxanne's friend.
Yeah,
Roxanne's
Roxanne.
Roxanne's friend Stacy is holding a big party screening the Powerline concert, and Max does not get to go because Goofy wants him supervised all summer on this fishing trip.
Mm-hmm.
So Max lies.
You can't
Max lies about Roxanne.
Kid.
Max lies to Roxanne and says he is going to the Powerline concert, and his dad knows Powerline, and he will be on stage waving to them. That's basically the plot of the movie.
Which is a red flag for Max.
Oh yeah,
to do.
it's red flags.
It's like, hey, you are your father.
Compulsive lying.
He's a teenager. He's a teenager. So I guess he's supposed to be. They're not seniors. They're supposed to be like 14 in this movie. I thought they were seniors, but I
they're
was
juniors, definitely.
Yeah,
but I was just factoring in
one?
because there's a sequel where they're going to college, but I guess time has passed since.
Yeah.
In between that,
definitely. Freaking
Juniors too, because they even show them next to other high schoolers, and there's way like obviously more mature
Right.
like high schoolers around them. So they're definitely juniors.
To be honest, they make Pete and Max seem more like middle schoolers, like with their height and everything. They
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah,
believe that they're like freshmen or juniors. I remember
Mm.
that age.
um,
I
Oh,
can't
that's what I
say I
meant.
was
Freshman,
very
I meant.
mature.
I mean, I definitely wasn't.
Yeah, I think they're freshmen. 14 would
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
freshmen.
That's what I meant. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I will say I still want some of that za, that nice,
Oh yeah,
delicious
I
za.
as a kid always thought that pizza looked so good,
Like,
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
it's
just dripping with cheese.
like you can't get that. You can't get
You can't
gotta
get that. You can't. That's that Ninja
Hey,
Turtles style pizza.
and I know it's kind of it's disgusting now, but I remember as a kid I always loved the cheese whiz because curve.
Oh, fucking Polly Shore's fucking character was totally getting high off that goddamn cheese whiz.
Oh yeah, he was doing whippets off the cheese can.
Oh yeah.
Like
I don't even know
there's no
what
doubt
type
about
of
it.
gas they put in that shit.
Oh, and Polly Shore wasn't credited for that role. Actually,
So I
it's
actually read
uncredited.
about that. He didn't want to be credited because he didn't want his name so tied with the movie like they did with Robin Williams and Aladdin, which is kind of a bold move because like I don't know, like Polly Shore, I don't think you got the name recognition as Robin Williams. Like
I
I
was about to
don't.
say, who the
Yeah.
fuck does Polly Shore think he is?
Yeah, I don't.
Kind of sounds like a mistake.
I think this was a mistake. Yeah, I think
You
he
should've-
probably needed that credit. I
to
think he
be
needed that
honest,
credit.
He doesn't even
Well-
need the fucking credit. I know exactly who the goddamn hell it is.
I mean,
but
there's
this is-
no
This
mistake.
is already a perfect segue to Pinocchio, a true story. See what happens when you
See, this is what happened when you don't want to be credited for a good Disney film.
Yes, you end up in that.
Oh yeah, we will have to do that eventually. That is that is for sure.
I will point out with some of the other voice casts, they synchronicities tie into some of the other movies we have done.
Ooh.
So, the speaking
Myers.
voice, yes, the speaking voice for Max, Jason Marsden, was Haku in Spirited Away.
Yep.
And what was the other? Oh, so the Powerline, the pop star, the pretty much like Michael Jackson Prince of this movie,
Yes.
that singer is named Tevin Campbell, and he was in Prince's movie. Which movie? Sorry, I had it
Was
here.
it Cherry Moon?
No, it was not Cherry Moon. It was Graffiti Bridge.
Ooh,
No.
We've not
I
watched
haven't
that
seen
one.
that one.
But a little synchronicities for some of our voice actors here.
Oh yeah.
It's scary how like solid the synchronicities are being.
I'm gonna actually, because then of course you got Jim Cummings as Pete,
Yes,
and there's
uh,
another synchronicities of both Max, the guy who plays Max, and Jim Cummings being in Skyrim.
fucking.
Oh yes, he was in Skyrim, wasn't he?
Mhm.
He was his name Torvald or something.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. he was many different characters. I know he's like some of the Greybeard. He's one of
Yeah.
the Greybeards.
Fucking.
I remember him in the School of Magic.
Mhm.
That guy.
And and of course Max's dude being like, I know he's the courier. delivers delivers like the important types of mail that's like usually like for our quest.
Fucking-
PJ was Rob Paulson, who's in everything. He's
Oh, yeah.
Yakko and Pinky from Pinky and the Brain, but also in just like hundreds of other things. I'm sure there's other crossovers that I don't know
Then-
about.
And is there like one Goofy that like I wonder like who does Goofy? I never like actually thought about that because I'm trying to
Goofy,
think if it's like is it
Bill
like a legacy
Farmer.
type of person?
If
Bill Farmer.
I'm not mistaken,
Um,
that's like the voice of Goofy for a while.
Mm.
I could
Is it
be
like a
wrong on
Frank
that.
Welker
I could
thing?
completely
Let's
wrong.
see. He inherited the voice of Goofy in 1987.
Okay, so it's been for a decent while.
Yeah, a good
Yeah.
while.
I mean, when it comes to Goofy though, it's almost damn like who. Every time they made a new Goofy, it's kind of impossible for me to tell. Like it's.
Yeah, I mean, they all do a good job of sounding the same.
We did watch those old ones, and he's a little like that's where it's actually like more noticeable, like some of the real old ones.
Yes,
Oh, well,
after we watched the movie, we did
He
watch
was more.
some.
Still trying to
He
find
was more
himself.
hillbilly hick back in the day.
Yeah.
You gotta-
Yeah.
So he had that. He had that a lot more.
Yeah,
And he
had, like, the
was
drunk eyes, too.
just as unhinged.
He had
We
those
also
little, like,
noticed,
half-closed- yeah.
yes, Spooch and I noticed how prominent Goofy's ass is, both in this movie and in the cartoons.
Oh,
In the old ones, yeah.
not
In the
just
old
his
cartoons,
ass.
they are showing them cheeks, outlining them cheeks.
They showing them toes too.
Oh man, they showed a
They
lot
show
of
them
Goofy toes. They showed a lot of Goof toes. It made me kind of uncomfortable. The like torso and the bare toes were making me feel weird.
It'd be worse if they were flesh colored, though.
They were really.
Yeah, it would be worse.
They were towing the line. They were making sure they didn't confuse the kids, even though they confused some kids.
I feel like that confused me
Oh, yeah.
more. I don't know.
Like they
You
definitely.
better believe there's a lot of
because
there's a lot of like Max
Unfortunately-
getting his toes sucked by fish online.
I was I was already a little confused when Goofy just comes in with the towel over the nipples.
Oh, yeah.
I do that sometimes.
Oh no, I was thinking when he went into the hot tub and he would just like full on Goofy torso and bare feet. And...
Fucking that was okay when Pete was the one that was vibing in that one.
He was vibing,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he had like I don't know. Pete had some texture. He had some fur on his chest. He had some texture. Goofy was way too smooth.
He's got that like otter
untextured.
type of like you know how like smooth dogs are.
Yeah, he's
It's like
he's
it's kind
very
of like
short haired.
skin almost. Yeah, he's very short haired.
Pete definitely made me a little. If I was in that hot tub, Pete would have made me more uncomfortable. At least with Goofy, I know I'm safe. He's wearing swimming trunks.
So you see him,
Pete
so you
comes
see
in and-
Goofy get up and leave, and you see that ass.
You see that ass and them swim trunks are like sagging down, sagging
For
down
no
to
fucking
the.
reason.
They're only kept up by the ass because
They only kept it
everything
by
he
the
wears
ass.
Is bigger than like than how it should be, but it hangs off like a hanger, like a clothes hanger.
Gotta
Someone-
show some of those cum gutters.
Goofy cum gutters.
Fucking...
That's why Roxanne leaves. That's why Roxanne leaves. Max.
Falls in love with
Hey,
Goofy.
we had to state that is actually technically canon.
Yeah, House of Mouse.
House of Mouse is actually
No, did they
technically
really
canon.
do that?
Yeah. That was
I
an
thought y'all
actual
were
thing.
joking.
No.
No, so there's a quick gag when she's like, "I'm truly in love with Goofy," and then he's
Oh,
like, "What?"
no.
And then, everyone's like, "What?" That's the last we ever see of Roxanne.
No.
Canonically in any type of Disney media.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's one of
no.
those. Yeah, she's one of those fucking. Oh, I only date older men bullshit type
that-
deals.
That's
Oh,
what Max
no.
didn't know is that when he yucks, that's what.
Oh, it all
got,
makes
Roxanne.
it all makes
Mhm.
sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they do that? That's terrible.
You know why they did that? It's fucking
Because all
Disney.
animators are perverts.
Good lord, man.
It's a fact.
She's got weird daddy issues because of her dad.
Oh yeah.
Her
dog
giant
dad.
bulldog dad.
Hey,
That's one of my favorite parts, just like how like a dog he acts like more than anyone else.
I've seen dogs do that. Yeah.
Yes. He was very doggy.
Mm.
that. Oh man.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't think that's
it is
okay.
no, it's not. That's what I
House
No
Mouse
one- no
got
wonder-
got a little
I-
edgy sometimes.
I thought you knew. I thought you.
No, I
fucking
thought y'all
did.
were joking. No wonder they never speak of her in the sequel.
They,
We don't talk about Roxanne.
Yeah, they complete after that bit. Like someone must have complained because they completely just do away with her character. Like, she doesn't
But
doesn't
who
appear
can
in
blame
House of
her
Mouse.
for that ass?
I mean, yeah, after seeing that ass.
When you put like the clips in the review, you need to find a clip of him backing up that ass in the car.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that'd
when-
definitely be fucking
when he
one of
like
the
nice
when he like
first.
when Sasquatch is on their car and like he turns to fall asleep, he like backs up his like very defined ass toward
Which is-
Max.
Which like is very fucking unnecessary. Like it's like out of all the ass shots, it's the most unnecessary ass shot.
So what?
Uh,
Everyone, like even Sasquatch is sort of a goof type of thing, right? Got like the dog type of nose, and it's like everyone seems to be a dog until like Mickey shows up, and I know like they even kind of tweaked Pete's design in this a little bit too.
Yeah,
'Cause, I mean, he's a cat.
He's more doggy in this
Mhm.
than
Yeah.
before.
He's supposed to be a cat.
But though they do redesign. Him
Are
to
we
be more
to
doggish.
understand that, you know, in this Disney cartoon world, they separate like whole towns and cities by species?
I wouldn't say.
Is there a
so,
racist
because
thing going on?
Donald and Mickey was hitchhiking, so I wouldn't.
They
say
were, but everybody at the school were dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
true.
that is
Powerline's a dog.
true. I mean, oh, you think they make all the dogs live on the West Coast?
Were they?
Maybe it
They
just
weren't on the
happened
west.
like
They, were they? Did they start in
I'm
Florida?
You-
Because
they started
they were
on the East Coast and they
Oh,
was
yeah.
going west.
yeah, they were on the East Coast. I was wondering if they started in Florida because of Disney
It
World.
makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense, and then they'd be going to like Disney.
I actually was
Disneyland.
not paying attention. I actually was. I actually.
I
never
kept trying
paid
to
attention
see.
the
I
map.
kept trying to see on the map like where they
It's
were
hard to pay
starting from.
attention to the map because it's like nonsensical. It's like how are you even? I get it's cartoon, but how in the same hell am I supposed to follow this map? It's got loop-de-loops and shit in it. Roads don't
Exactly.
go that way.
Mm-hmm. He just puts it on his son to navigate the way.
Yeah, that's
Not
another
even
thing. Like,
teaching him how to read a map.
you just expect him to know, but it does have a key.
Mm.
The maps do have a key.
Well, he expects his son to do a lot of things to make up for his everything for his lack of awareness.
For being a gangster.
They're on the road for like 5 minutes and he's almost getting them killed.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
hey, that's the price for being a gangster.
Everyone
Max
kinda
wants to be
driving
G.
pretty wild, though.
He's
They-
got
they
it.
look
Yeah,
like
I
that.
mean it is cartoon rules. Like I get it. I get it.
And though
I will
Goofy does have a history of road rage.
Yes.
Canonically.
The fucking Bo, I will have to state half of the trip wouldn't have happened if Max just stuck to the plan. Max did get them on the dangerous road. What's with Goofy? I'm bringing this up. Goofy was just gonna ram into that fucking guardrail.
Oh yeah,
He was-
he's playing chicken there.
Yeah, he
He's
was like
making-
threatening him. He was
making
threatening
his
him.
son-
He's like, "Are you gonna kill us? You're gonna be the one to murder us, aren't you, Max? Because you lied.
Either love
Because
me,
you
hate
lied."
me, or we're both gonna die.
Like, so I take that previous statement back. Goofy just was fucking just being petty.
But we'll say that a lot of the irrational things that Max does, we can definitely see where he gets it from.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Max is thriving with Goofy as a father.
Mhm.
Like
Oh, yeah.
he's doing his best to not be
Unfortunately,
goofy.
unfortunately, Max is just going to end up exactly like his father, though.
Mhm.
That, like, he gets the every so often, and
He's just gonna be more angsty. A more angsty goof.
maybe. Oh, thankfully, there wasn't a Columbine situation with Max and Pete.
Oh my god.
Oh my! He's got the hat.
Oh no.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh.
Oh.
I hope no one writes.
Oh, man.
But I will say, I mean, so Goofy starts out. So Max does this whole performance, and it's like really good quality and like very creative and everything. Like he could have a career in this. Goofy just does not pay attention to him whatsoever. Like doesn't ever listen to him or what he wants to do. He tries to kill him.
Something tells me Max's mom didn't pass away. She gone. She fucking left.
Who's gonna put up with Goofy as a husband?
Unfortunately, I mean, it's sad that she left Max, but Goofy.
They never do say anything about the mom, do they?
No, they never state that, and I'm going to assume the reason why is because she left. Disney would have took the advantage of doing the sovereign moment of having Goofy be all sad and be like, I just want us to connect because your mother, that's what your mother would want, and bullshit like that.
Yeah, they didn't do that.
Back when he was Mr. Geef, he confirmed had a wife. We don't actually see her, but we see her driving out of the driveway when he switches roles with her. And that's why it goes more to my theory that she divorced him after he got outed as a con man. He kidnapped Max and then took him down to Florida to like hide out.
And now he's just some wholesome guy taking baby pictures.
Are you trying to say Max ain't even his?
Nothing Max
He
is his.
is
He's
his.
his.
Yeah,
Okay,
but he didn't
He
actually
just-
get custody, but he didn't want to
Parents
lose
can
Max,
kidnap
so he
their
took him with him.
children, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can't, but you can.
Parents
Yeah,
can
he's-
kidnap their children if they don't have the custody.
It
It happens all the time.
It's legally. I'm just
It happens all the
legally.
time, and they put out Amber Alerts.
Yeah.
For it.
Oh, she may not love
'Cause-
me, but she's not gonna tear my relationship apart with my son.
She'll never get
too
naps.
personal with the I can't get too personal with the situation, but I know for a fact somebody took their kid and they had the cops called, and the cops was like, "Oh, you gotta take the kid back to the mom."
It's like
Yeah,
with
that's what I'm
Walter
saying.
White, like when he had that little incident, until he
Yeah,
dropped
that's
the
what I'm
kid
saying.
back
A
off.
parent-
I'm just
A parent can,
firefighters.
like, in the eyes of the law, a parent can kidnap their child.
no. They forced the biological father to take the kid back. They said if we don't, you will have kidnapping charges. You can't.
Right. We're
Mother-
saying the same thing.
It sounds like we're not, but I'm just trying to state.
I think we're
legally-
saying the same thing.
I'm getting a little. I just want to state my point is legally, mother has rights. Father don't have no fucking rights.
It's different of who
It
has.
depends.
It depends.
In my state at least. If you're in
But
Georgia, fucking
A
mother
father
has
can
rights.
still have, if they've gone through all the custody
Oh yeah,
things.
yeah. If they go through, yeah. I'm just I was stating illegally. You can't kidnap. You can't just take the kid away. You got to go through the proper channels.
I think we might be saying the same thing.
Now we are. I wasn't adding the legal elements to it. I was just saying a parent can't just run up into the house and be like, "Oh, I'm taking this little bastard with me," and just leave.
Yes.
You can't do that. That's
And
what
then
Well,
what
that-
we're saying is that
yeah,
kid-
we're
that
saying
parents
we're
can
saying
be
the same
kidnapped.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying
It
parent-
counts as kidnapping.
yes, it counts as kidnapping. Yeah, we're saying the same thing. We're just getting confused.
This happens. This happens up.
Hey, that's
We're
why
saying the
it's
same
loosey-goosey.
thing in different ways. Yeah.
That's why it's loosey goosey.
Mm.
Hey, yeah, fucking soundtrack movie, the soundtrack of the movie. What did y'all
I think the
think?
soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. I think it's great.
It's
I
yeah, it's fun for the
there's a
movie, but
couple of
it's not
weak
something I'd ever
there's a
listen
couple of
to.
weak songs in it for me. That
Yeah, I would say. I mean, it's probably not the same level as like more some of the more classic Disney
Mhm.
soundtracks. But I mean, so I do have a Disney playlist, and I do have like three of the songs on there, but two of them
Mhm.
are the Powerline songs.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
was about to state that that's all they needed was the Powerline songs. They didn't need the other songs in it, in my
I like the
opinion.
Powerline songs, and I did like the duet. I like the duet when they're in the rapids.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, you kind of gotta have that. That now that I'm thinking about it,
I thought it was
it's
effective
like
for the story.
I thought it was good.
if I'm not mistaken, Max gets like two or three songs that just feel unnecessary.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Like
I feel like they weren't. At least they weren't bad songs.
I
The first one was good.
I didn't
So
care
they have.
for it. I didn't
I
care
liked
for
the
Max's
first one.
singing voice. That's my
Mhm.
I
opinion.
thought it was
Like
great. I
I
thought Max's singing voice was great in the duet
oh yeah,
mostly.
in the do I'm saying in the other songs and
When he's
let me
like
Mhm.
more
state that
like talk
in the
when he's
songs that
more talk singing,
yeah
like it just
that's
sounds like talk singing, but when he really like belts it out, he's good.
It sounded like he was trying to do an Elvis Costello thing in the first song.
I think it's just
maybe
that kind of like talky kind of singing.
There's something in the
that's what I'm
way
trying
he
to state is the
pronounced things.
duet. I'm not stating the duet because the duet is obviously not Max doing the duet.
I think
like they
all of
Mhm.
the singing was I mean it was somebody else. It wasn't Haku.
I some of the some of the
Ah,
singing
cool.
was some of the talk some of it was just him straight up talking. Some of the
Yeah.
singing was so
Mhm.
Again, I
Yeah.
think we're saying the same thing.
well
Yes.
yeah I'm saying some of it was Haku.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe so, but I know when he like really belts it out, it's not
Yeah,
Haku.
it's very obvious when
And
it's
it
not.
shows, yeah. Cuz he all of a sudden he's got like a very good talent at
It's like,
singing.
oh, the Haku, that voice actor, cannot do that. He has the most. Unfortunately, he has like the most flattest, blandest voice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But as far as like the songs go, I mean they weren't none of them were bad. None of the songs were bad.
None
I
of them
get
took
how
away
like
from
they're
the film
not
for me. I will say.
no, none of them took away. I liked the first song, this one in the school. I thought it was fun just for this kind of movie. Like it fit the vibe of this movie for sure. And then I liked the open road song just because there was a lot going on to look at than the song
Yeah.
itself. I mean, like the nuns, the dancing corpse, the guy, the wolf
I
guy in prison who has definitely just murdered somebody. I liked
Yeah,
all the
definitely ate
visuals
someone.
more than the song itself, but it was an entertaining few minutes of song.
Hmm.
yeah
Yes.
yeah
That's why I thought it was effective.
I
Yes.
I I will have to state. I think my biggest gripe with this is it's too short for me. I
Hmm.
that because
I like a good short tight
that
movie.
Yeah,
I
I wouldn't want
wish
this longer.
I want just 10 maybe 15 more minutes. Just I don't know. I don't get enough
I
Goofy and Max kind of bonding on a different level. You know, they quickly it's like a montage basically
Yeah, they have a
of a
montage bond and then they have their duet. And then that's kind of the only times that they're not at odds is montage and duet.
yeah, and I wish there was some downtime after they bonded, you know, just to see to reflect. I guess
I
maybe I
mean,
just like
I wouldn't mind 10, 15 minutes more, but I don't think it needs it. I wouldn't be mad.
Hmm.
But
I
I think
mean
for this vibe of a movie, like it's nice to have a short, sweet movie that wraps
Hmm.
up.
this is
Oh
just a
yeah.
personal thing for me. This is just I'm not stating that the length makes it a bad movie. Just personally, it's just too short. It's
Hmm.
because when it ended, I was like, wait, fucking end it. I
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of just end.
it's like oh and I hate they end it with Roxanne bait.
Roxanne, the
Fucking-
seeds of her falling in love with Goofy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You fucking. They just had to end it like that. But
he
yeah,
does
this
do
is-
like a little hand kiss. I mean, that it was the seeds planted right there.
Oh
see,
yeah.
Fuck, that's what happened. See, Max went in too hard. Their first initial kiss, she was definitely doing that. Oh, I don't want to do this. Why are you doing this?
I didn't
Oh,
get that
kinda
vibe.
took me
I
off
didn't get that.
I get the vibe during the kiss. During the kiss,
Nah.
her lips are flat. She's not blushing. She's like, oh, she's all
She was-
stiff back.
She was caught off guard, but it didn't seem unwanted.
It-
I'm gonna be
once
the
she-
It was a
first one.
bold
I will
move.
I will be the first one to call out an unwanted kiss. Believe me.
That is true. That is true. I'm just stating. It seemed like she had to process if she liked it or not, and that seems to be a
Fair.
little not okay.
I
When-
didn't see it that way, but
when you get Goofy coming in all fucking smooth, going, "Oh, Mademoiselle."
yeah,
smooch on the cheek.
Mademoiselle kissing the hand.
It's like, oh fuck, god damn it.
See, Max wasn't even the one her dad had to worry about.
It was fucking Goofy.
It was Goofy all along.
Mhm.
But yeah, fucking.
But yeah,
Uh,
I think the soundtrack was good. Yeah, there are Disney movies where the soundtrack is better for sure.
Oh yeah,
But like there's some songs in movies that you're just like wanting it to be over, and I didn't feel that way.
Mhm.
I felt
Oh, yeah.
that way about one song, and I think it was the one. It's hard for me to remember where it was placed because it's a Max solo song, and he's like mad, and he's mostly talk singing through the whole thing. That song, I
It's
was like,
the first song, the school song.
I want to say
think
he's
that's it.
walking out of his house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the
that's
school
how
song.
Yeah,
goes.
that-
Like it kind of starts with him solo and then
And that
is joined by others.
yeah, that was a bit rough.
I didn't mind that one just because it kind of reminded me of Grease, like
Mhm.
school kids
Oh, yeah.
singing, and I love Grease, so I was fine with it.
Oh, you opening up another movie.
I mean, I'm a huge Grease is 5 out of 5 for me. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Oh, it's John Travolta.
Talk about
It's-
a good soundtrack.
It's Jontron, so it's gonna be fucking, it's gonna be hard.
Oh yeah.
I will
Good
say
belief.
I've always been a huge fan of Grease, and then I think I was watching it last year, and like I kept seeing Spooge walk by, but then he'd like stop and then like watch it. It was getting him. It was getting him.
I mean, it's a great movie.
I've seen it
It's-
1,000 times.
Yeah, but it still gets it. So you still want to watch it.
That's it.
I'm always just happy when I can get Spooge with a musical that he actually likes because he's not a fan of musicals in general.
I don't have any strong opinions either way. I mean,
I've heard you say. I've heard
you
you.
know,
I've
to-
heard you talk.
and
I've heard you say you
I'm not
don't
gonna
like
lie.
musicals.
He in just this is my personal opinion based on talking with Spooge. He kind of likes musicals.
yeah.
He likes
I-
good
I give
musicals.
a-
He likes good musicals.
What did I rate fucking Chicago? I brought Chicago on this goddamn channel.
Fucking, you rated it higher than me. I think you rated it a 5. To be honest,
Yeah. I
Love
think I did.
Chicago,
Yeah,
yeah.
I did. Mhm.
I
And I stand
didn't
by
like
that
because
five.
of fucking Richard Gere. Fucking Richard Gere.
Yeah. I think
You're being a
yes,
real
he is an-
Sylvester Stallone about Richard Gere.
Fucking.
Oh.
I'm backing up my man Stallone. That's all I need to know.
That's what Richard Gere, him being such a natural asshole, is perfect for the role because that
Yeah, I thought he was
role
perfect.
is of an asshole.
Yeah, he's perfect.
I
He's
mean,
the piece of shit lawyer.
But I will just say, I definitely have heard Spooge say he does not like musicals. So I like this revision.
I feel like maybe that was me
If
when
I'm
I
not
was
mistaken,
like,
we gave
15 or
Repo.
something.
If I'm not mistaken, we gave Repo the Genetic Opera, which is more of an opera than a musical, but still counts as a musical.
Mhm.
Fucking, I believe we gave that a God tier. So
Oh,
and that is a
nice.
god tier. So,
Mm-hmm.
hey,
Believe so. Yeah.
that is one redux that we will never fucking do because I will refuse to take away that god tier.
I think
That's one of
I
my
probably
favorite movies.
I remember I was kind of, though I wasn't 100%. Remember though, it took some talking I think for that.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
I'd be more 100%
if
now
I'm not
if I watch it
mistaken, I
again.
manipulated that god tier into existence, but I'm keeping
It
it.
needed to set in because I was like listening to the soundtrack over and over too. After a while, it needed to set in because that was the first time I ever experienced it. It always
It's
takes me a bit for like, especially of a musical, like for
oh
the music
fucking
to set in.
it's so goddamn good. It's the songs are great, but oh that's what we on a different fucking movie. It's a goofy movie.
It's natural to talk about other musicals when
Yeah,
you're talking
fucking
about a musical
We're on
movie.
topic. We're semi on
Yeah,
topic.
kind of
right.
on topic. Yeah, I think last year I think Greece opened up Chicago, and then Chicago opened up Moulin Rouge. So like we had like a little musical run there.
Oh,
Oh man, those are Moulin Rouge with fucking was it Kurt Russell?
You and McGregor and Nicole Kidman. Kurt Russell.
It's probably another movie that I'm thinking about. Yeah, he's
Oh, you're
fucking Hugh Jackman's
yeah,
in it.
Les
Fucking
Miserables.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
fucking that's terrible.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh god
Moulin
damn it!
Rouge
Now
is a
we
lot
have
different.
to. That is so bad. That to be honest, that might be like a 1.5 for me. That's not even a Jeff Goldblum.
I've
That's so
not even
bad.
seen it. So.
That it's bad. It's bad. Fucking Kurt Russell is singing in it.
Oh yeah. I've seen not I haven't seen the movie of Les Mis, but I've seen the play at the Fox Theater.
All right, I'm still here. Talk amongst yourself. I have to mute for just a sec.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Oh, I
But
was actually
but
gonna keep
but
going.
Moulin Rouge was is about like a brothel in I believe in
Yeah,
France.
if I'm not mistaken, I've seen it like 2 times. I just mistaken it for Les Maison because fucking both
It's
both
such a
French.
weird.
They're both French. God damn it!
Both French, yeah.
Don't you give me
French
that.
musicals,
Chicken,
but
chicken,
very,
yeah.
very different vibes. Very different vibes.
They are two
Chicky,
fucking
chicky,
French
yeah, and
musicals,
Les
okay?
Mis.
That's all I can fucking remember of them, and one has the Kurt Russell terrible singing.
Mm. Now I'm trying to think of that fucking crazy moon in from Moulin Rouge and Les
Oh
Mis
yeah.
too.
Moulin Rouge is like a fever dream of a colorful fever dream of a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess Moulin Rouge is like Les Mis on on acid.
we'll definitely have to do like a musical month now. Like
Yes.
Or at least watch both of those together.
well, we're gonna have to do Grease as well.
Yeah, you're right. Musical March.
Oh
I
shit,
mean,
that works.
All right, we got it already.
It,
It's pinned down.
It's
Gotta
set.
do
It's set in stone.
but fucking that's all I can pretty much say about a Goofy movie. Oh, the art, they don't make them like they don't make animation like they did.
Nope.
Definitely.
It's true, and this was what I think 1995. I think this movie
this
came out.
Came out the day after I was born. That means it gets a pity point.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so fucking, it's the same age as me. Oh, that's sad.
So what's our actual ratings here?
Oh, final ratings. I'm gonna stick at a 4 out of 5. I like it, as I can't love it. It's definitely above average for me. Definitely a good movie. You can definitely watch it with your kids. You can definitely get something out of it. You can both relate to Goofy. You can relate to Max. Hell, some douchebags can even relate to Pete if you want to.
And they do,
Oh, yeah.
yes. I know some Pete's. I know some Pete's.
There's Pete's out there.
I know. I'll call them special Pete's because they wear those speedos.
Spooge, what's your rating?
I'd say 3.5.
3.5?
I enjoyed it enough. It was fun. There's a lot of other Disney films that I would definitely like rank higher as like being more iconic still, but it's fun. It's a fun little ride. Always fun to watch, every now and then. I think.
Well, I think I'm at a 4. I was gonna start higher, but then I was thinking about it just because there are more Disney movies that are better. Just better all around, and they go down in like the classics. So
Yeah, Fantasia, Lion
yeah,
King.
oh yeah, fucking Fantasia shit. Like Aladdin is a 5 out of 5 for me. Lion King, that era. I also Hercules. I love Hercules, but like a lot of those older, those aren't even the older ones, but like from the 60s, like I'd say. I mean, Snow White was in 1937, and that's like a 5 out of 5 just for all that it does.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, that era,
all of those,
or almost, yeah, all of them. So I think I have to give this one a 4, even though it's hard because I actually do love this movie. So I feel like it should be higher. But if I'm thinking about other Disney movies, I'm gonna set it at a 4. I mean, it's very entertaining. It's short. It's entertaining. It's got Sasquatch. It's got dancing corpses. It's got Lester's Possum Kingdom, which I would like to go to.
True.
I used to not care for possums, but thanks to a certain someone, I'm going to the Lester Possum Kingdom.
Yes, and you can bitch slap that possum guy like Max did.
Hey,
but yeah,
the possum guy was creepy.
Oh yeah, Max said,
explicitly said,
he said, "Do not touch me." Nobody respects Max's boundaries in this movie, so he got himself slapped.
Then the kids finished him off.
The kids did finish him off.
All right. I think we done did it. If you've been listening this long, thank you so much. Please leave a comment, share the video around, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. Do y'all have a sign-off?
Goofy should have an OnlyFans where it's his ass and feet.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I have I have a new sign off, but I'm saving it. I'm saving it for a real butthole review.
Oh, for a proper butthole.
Yeah. So
right.
This will be a bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Max, now this is it. Left or right? Come on, Max!